Boom. Hi guys, welcome to the Next Generation Baller Show. I'm your host LP. We're here with a special guest, our good friend Gabs. We're gonna have a little chat a bit earlier. We're gonna be talking a bit about the football and everything what's been going on. Don't forget, guys, we are sponsored by your guys, Self-Made Savage. Don't forget to get your 20% discount go with the Next Gen. Yeah, that's plus. So whatever discount you see on there, just add that code and you'll get your plus 20% discount. Yeah, let's go straight into it, man. How you doing, Gabs?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
I know we had a little chat off there, but let the people know, let everyone know how you feel. It's good. First team on that. Talk a bit about that later. How's everything been treating you?
Yeah, just good. Just training hard, trying to get myself back to speed. Yeah.
That's good, man. But yeah, busy weekend. This is the roundup show. So we're just going to talk about the results over the weekend. I give my thoughts, you give your thoughts, let the people know what you're thinking. And then we'll talk a bit about season so far. We said we'll catch up. If you haven't seen, guys, watch Gabriel's interview at the start. He's one of the first ones that done an interview with us. Go there, go watch that. If you ain't, like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Got much more coming along. But yeah, go see Gab's interview at the start, and then now he's going to tell us a bit about how the season's been going. So we're going to catch up, go back there. So let's kick it off. First game that kicked off 12:30. Watford versus Arsenal. Watford nil, Arsenal. Watford versus Liverpool. Mine's going all over the place. 5-0. Firmino with a hat trick. Salah moving mad. Like, I'll dive into this one first. Obviously, this game's more about Salah, isn't it? Big talk about, everyone's talking about Mo Salah, the bits that he's been doing. We see 2 magical goals that he's done in the last 2 games that he's played. And I'll talk a bit about this in the preview show. I was saying with Salah is just one of the underrated players of his generation in terms of what he's doing now is only being like judged because he's been doing it for time, basically. So people are like, oh, bro, he's actually been doing this for time. Now he's doing crazy stuff. Now the numbers are starting to marry up. People are starting to notice his performances. And for me, crazy enough, I thought he should be stronger contender for the Ballon d'Or than maybe Lewandowski and Jorginho. But obviously, how we know how things are with how it goes trophies and this and that. Like, it's more likely going to be Jorginho. But I did hear a fair argument with Lewandowski, and obviously because he was in the pandemic last year, they didn't have it. They gave him some makeshift award, so maybe he should get a merit of his last 2 seasons. He's been a bit consistent, but for me, I think Salah should get it. It's a big win for Liverpool. Obviously, Salah's been doing his bits. Firmino's back. Everyone was talking a bit about him back at the start of the season, back with a hat-trick, scored his last game as well. He looks like he's here, he's ready to stay. And Liverpool, I was saying in my preview that Watford's a bogey team for them, but they went out of their business, man. They went and smashed it. What did you think about the performance? What did you think about the game?
Yeah, I think there's a stigma between Mo Salah, but like him being a Chelsea reject and that. But everyone deep down knows what he's capable of, and he scores, he assists, he defends. Sometimes he tracks back, and I feel like Liverpool are gonna do good this season. Mane is getting back to what he used to be in 2019.
Don't forget Mane getting open up.
Yeah, I think Firmino will have a good season as well. Like, he's good at them little tapping goals. I feel like Liverpool are going to be a threat this year, definitely.
Yeah, everyone was talking about, especially at the start of the season. Obviously, they did get good results, but everyone was just like, "Oh, are they really going to make it?"
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't really have an out-and-out striker. Everyone was doubting Firmino. Everyone was doubting Jota. But Liverpool back on their edge again. They got everyone chomping at the bit. You got Trent Alexander playing terrifically. You got Salah, Mane back at it again. And you've got Jota, who, as well, at the start of the season was getting the goals, but now he's on the bench due to Firmino performing well. So it's always good to have a player that's in form on the bench because your other players in form. So, yeah, I think Liverpool are turning their calls around and they're putting all them speculations to bed, and they're getting on with it. So it's a good win for Liverpool. Me personally as well, I think they're going to do strong. So that was good for them. Next game we want to dive into. Don't really want to talk about it, but what's going on, Gabs, man? 40 to Leicester. Like, Greenwood scored a mad thing. Like, I've been telling guys about Greenwood that he's a crazy guy. But I'll let you start off this one. Like, what was your thoughts about this game? And like, obviously both of us being United fans, disappointed. Like, what's your views on what's
Nah,
going on
me
with Wilson?
personally, I feel like Tielemans actually like he ran the game. Like he was everywhere.
One of the players that we was interested in to get in the
Yeah.
summer, considering and obviously his contract is up and he's saying his options are open.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and
yeah,
I feel like Ole was just he's freestyling. He doesn't really know what he's doing. Like he's got good players such as Lingard. I don't know if did Lingard start.
mm.
Did Lingard start?
Say it again.
Did Lingard start?
Did Lingard start?
Yeah.
No, Lingard didn't start.
So I don't. I feel like Lingard deserves his pace more than Sancho. But I know Sancho's going through a rough patch right now. Like if you don't play football, you understand you can't. Some players can't perform on demand, innit? So I feel like Lingard would be better to start. Me personally, and it
And I
just
think that's the problem that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's put himself in, is that he's showing too much faith into players
yeah,
instead
that's
of
definitely
being demanding of them. Like for me, it's like Maguire. He at the start of the week he was rumored that he wasn't even going to start the game. Now he's in the game, and now he makes a mistake, and everyone like he does this too much times that players are not ready. Like you just spoke about Sancho. Like Sancho, alright, cool. First 3 games, if he's not performing, take him out. Just
yeah,
take him out, hold him, say, you know what, it's not working out for you. We have faith in you. Train. But we've got to put someone in that's going to perform for now. And just like you said with Lingard should be starting these games, performing, scoring for England. He's on form. Let him get that form. Let him get produce for us. Get the results in. Then when later on down the line, when Sancho's been training, he's much more comfortable. Then fling him in slowly.
yeah.
Then
It's
when he
like
does produce, obviously he's gonna start. But
yeah, it's
for
like
me,
Ole's
Ollie's
too.
just he's
It's like
freestyling, just like what you
yeah,
said. He's hoping that these players go out and perform. He's
he's too
thinking,
friendly
yeah,
with
if
the
I put
players
the
as
best
well.
players on paper, like it's just gonna work.
Mm.
That's how I feel was what's going on.
Yeah, he's too friendly with the players. Like you know what, a manager shouldn't be like. Look at Pep. Look at Tuchel. Like he's not really close to the players. Like it's friendship. Like what's this like? Like players should not be scared of, bro. Respect you. Like it's like, bro, it's crazy. Like I'm done with him. He needs to go, man. He needs to go. I'm not even
Do
on
you
him,
know
but he
what
has
it
to
is?
go,
I've
man.
been such like
I'm
I've
not
been
even on him.
Ollie, but you know what it is? I'm done. I'm done as
Done.
well. Like it was a good fairy tale. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought it
former
would work. I
United
thought it would work.
guy, striker, all of that. Like man wanted it to work out so bad, but you know what? Football just doesn't work out like that sometimes. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be sad. Like when he gets sacked, because he's gonna get sacked. But like he needs to go, man, because what it
Man
is now, we've
United.
got
It's Man
too many
United.
good players not to be producing. So I cut you off. What was you gonna say?
Like you even see people like what's in Van der Beek. Like how can he be throwing chewing gum at the manager, bro? No Man City player will ever think of doing that to Pep ever,
Do you know
ever.
what I'm saying? And I think these players, what the players are starting to realize, you got to remember, you got the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Cavani, even the likes of Pogba, even Varane. They're at the latter stages of their career where they want to win. They want to win now. And I think they're thinking, mate, this guy's not gonna make me win now, bruv. Like, man, need this guy out. And I think showing them little bits of ill discipline and disrespect to the manager, I think there's the signs to show that yeah, we want this guy gone. And it's sad for Oli because he's had more than enough chance. He's had over 3 years, coming up to 3 years, over 3 years at Man United. They've given you the money now. Over time, you built your squad. And for me, this season is just about producing. Like, even over the course of the season, if you would have just won one trophy, despite it being a Premier League or maybe a Champions League, if you won any of the latter other trophies, he can get a blind with maybe even a couple bad seasons if he had that trophy in the cabinet. But I thought where he doesn't have that trophy, it's a myth for him. And Rashford back doing the business, I was happy to see him back because I know he's going to definitely bring a lot to the training ground, a lot to the pitch, and him being friends with Sancho, hopefully them two training together, playing together can hopefully get the best out of Sancho as well. So for me, it's a big game in the midweek against Atlanta, Champions League game. We didn't do well in the Champions League, and I feel like obviously good win against Villarreal. If we can kick on and get against who we're playing against Atlanta, then I feel that maybe can be the little kick on, because we're still in the title race, even though it's like we're still in there. If they can just somehow turn it around and get Champions League, I feel that's going to be a good boost for them, because that's something that we really sucked us down last season. So if we can get out the Champions League group stages, I think maybe we could still have a decent season and go on at least win something. Because hey,
Yeah.
I don't mind coming third and winning the Champions League. Do you?
No, I don't mind at all.
So let's see what happens. Man City 2-0 against Burnley, running over. Take that at the start of the season again. Same questions, but it's interesting. One thing I want to pick up about Man City, and it's a formal win against formality win, I should say, against Burnley. Normally they'd be about 5-6-0, can't really. So let's say Burnley done quite well. But interesting stories in the week that were circulating around the issue with Sterling and Grealish. What's your thoughts on that? What do you think Sterling? Do you think Sterling should be getting more opportunities to play like that, and do you feel that he needs to move, or do you feel like he needs to move to get back to the original Sterling? I think it's time done.
No, I feel like he needs to explore.
At Man City, I should say, not as in his career.
Oh, in Man City?
Yeah.
Now,
do you think he needs to move on, or do you think he should fight for his
first
place?
of all, I don't think they need Grealish. Like, Sterling just came back from a good Euros, strong, fit. Like, I don't know what Pep's view on him. I don't know if there's behind the scenes, but I feel like Sterling should just leave for his own good. Like, go to a good club, not Barcelona, not Real Madrid. He should go to I say Liverpool come back. That's what I feel.
Liverpool, yeah, and that could be interesting, because obviously you see speculation with Salah, Mane wanting to move. That could be an interesting move for them. With he maybe go there, and he might see himself going back to Liverpool, repaying back the fans, and that could be an interesting one. For me personally, I like the same view as you. I think it's a bit harsh on Grealish when Sterling, one of England's best performers in the Euros, and I just hate the fact that just because Grealish was signed for £100 million that he has to start. Don't get me wrong, Grealish is a terrific player, but for me, Grealish and Sterling should both be starting for Man City. The fact that Grealish is made it seem that Grealish has taken Sterling's place is quite disappointing. The fact that they are both good quality players and they should be starting. And for me, Sterling, after the Euros that he had, and in the stage that he's in the peak of his powers right now, he should be starting every single game. I know it's difficult at a club like Manchester City, but that can't go. I can't see that going on too long with a player like Sterling. I feel if he doesn't start getting in game times around January, I think rumours might start circling even a bit more. I don't see him moving in the January transfer window, but maybe in the summer something interesting might happen there. Move on to the next game. Big derby. Chelsea versus Brentford. Brentford back in the league. Good game. It was a tight game.
That was tough. That was a
tough game. And I was one of the ones that was kind of I was a bit skeptical of Brentford, because Brentford been trying so long to get into the Premier League, and they've with good football. And I thought once they got there, I thought they didn't make as many acquisitions as I thought they would. And I thought, you know what, they might struggle. They struggled to get out of the Championship. All right, they got in, but can they sustain it? And boy, if they prove me wrong. That first game against Arsenal, we done a watch along on here with Sam Supreme, and they rocked them, and that was kind of an eye opener for me to say, hey, you know what, they might have a good season. But what's your thoughts on Lukaku? Hasn't been banging the goals as lately.
Yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday, Tim. I feel like Chelsea, the way they play more with their wide players. So if they cross in the ball, I don't think he'll win as much headers. He's more like a hold up the ball, then move in the box. But I feel like he has a strong mentality, so he'll be back soon. It won't affect Chelsea, I don't think.
Do you see it being a problem for Chelsea, or do you see him getting back amongst the goals in the next couple of games?
No, he will definitely be back. He just needs to not even adapt to the Premier League. I think it's just luck, to be honest. If he gets the chance, he'll probably score.
What I noticed with Lukaku, even when he first came to the league, come back, I thought everything he's doing is too rushed. It's like he's trying to prove too much. He just needs to shake it all off and just be Lukaku. I think all of this trying to feel like he needs to be proving everybody is not really doing him any good to his detriment. So I think if he just takes his time, shakes it all off, then I think that he would go on and have a good season. Another big game we're going to talk about before we move on and talk a bit about you. Newcastle versus Spurs.
Ooh, that was interesting.
Big game. Obviously, Newcastle's fairy tale. They got their fairy tale finally. They got the owners that they've always wanted. The richest owners in football. And when we talk about rich, we are talking about owners who are richer than Manchester City, PSG, Chelsea, Manchester United, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Their owners, not the club, owners, wealth put together. Newcastle's owners are richer than all of them put together. This is the type of wealth that Newcastle have been blessed with. Obviously, it wasn't a good result for them. Let's forget the result because that result doesn't mean nothing in terms of Newcastle. Let's talk about the takeover. What's your thoughts on that? Right. I was having a debate about this with my boys in the group chat. And sorry, before this weekend, what a lot of people didn't realise was that Man City had a worse trajectory in the last couple of years before they was bought than Man City was actually relegated 5 years prior to when they was bought by their owners. Remember that. So think about the state of Newcastle, how the club that is as a whole. What are you expecting from them and their ownership?
Well, if you be sensible, it's not gonna be straight away, innit? It's gonna be a process, couple of years. But I see them buy. They're not gonna buy the top. I don't think they're gonna buy the top players. They're gonna buy like the leftovers, like people that. I feel like they'll buy players like Saka. They'll buy little players like that to build up. And after once they build up, all the top players, they'll be attracted to Newcastle, so they'll come. You never know, though. You never know. The players have to be performing.
But for me, I personally feel Newcastle are going to do a mad thing. Because the way I look at it is, you need to remember, Newcastle have always been signing sick players. Look at Ben Arthur, Baba. These are players that they bought. They over the years, David Ginola, Alan Shearer, all these good players that they've had at their club with no money. They've got a better history than Manchester City, and they have a better stadium with a much loyal fan base.
Fan. Yeah, fan.
And you got to remember, they are in the Premier League. We see players go to China for money. We see players go to India for money.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Premier League, to sit down with a little bit of wood in your pocket. We're going to see some crazy things happening at Newcastle, I'm telling you. And one interesting thing about that, a lot of people didn't realise, I clocked it the other day. Sam Maximan signed a 7-year contract. I think it was about 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago. And I was thinking, why is this guy signing a 7-year contract?
They knew from the they knew.
Everyone wants him. He knew. He knew what was about to happen. And the owners wanted him to stay there, and they're going to build a squad brand. And for me, I can't lie. Sam Maximan is a crazy quality player. If they can keep the likes of him and build players, hey, it's going to be crazy around there. It's going to be crazy. And obviously, get back to the game a bit because it was a good result for Spurs. Harry Kane breaking his duck, and Tottenham maybe getting back to the things that they want to be. What's your thoughts on Tottenham and their little start to the season? Do you feel that they made the right appointment in Nuno, or do you think it's still going to be a tough season for them? Do you think Harry Kane should have left?
Yeah, Harry Kane definitely should. But let me ask the first question first. I feel like Nuno as a manager, he's known for his defensive work. So going forward, I see Son, Kane, Lucas Moura. He's quite good actually. Lucas Moura, underrated. I feel like their midfield is weak. Like you cannot have Harry Winks in the midfield. Like when the centre back is passing him the ball, he does not look over his shoulders. Like more time, it's like a rush decision. Like Harry Winks, Oliver Skip is quite good as well. And Ndombele, like he's a good player, but what did he actually do? He scored the other day, but I don't think he's gonna make Tottenham go forward. And answer,
Dembele.
yeah, I don't think that, man. He's unfit.
Oh, a
How
lot
can
of
he be
people saying
unfit,
he's a lot of people are rating.
bro? It's
I
Twitter,
think the
like
problem with
people.
Dembele is he's not reliable, isn't it? But in
Yeah,
terms of his quality, I've watched a few games of him and he's been at top notch. And I watched him a few times before he even went to Spurs at Leon. He's a very, 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 very good midfielder. People liken him to Pogba, even a better version if he was to able to be more consistent. But it's interesting what you say because he's too many of the inconsistent. And in football, doesn't matter how good you are, if you're not consistent on the pitch, it doesn't mean that. So
yeah.
interesting point. So we'll wrap it up on the weekend, and we get on to you, Sonny boy.
Mm,
First teamer, got a debut 2 weeks ago.
mm,
How's it going on that Billy Ricky? So what's going on over there? You guys won your last 2 games, 2-1.
yeah.
Bit difficult start to the season. Talk us a bit about your debut and how things have progressed from the start of the season. Because like we said, we had you on there at the start,
Mm.
and just talk us about the transition from you was playing under 23s, was it?
Yeah, yeah. On
Yeah. So talk us a bit about that.
last season I was playing under the 18s and under 23s together and first team.
Mm.
So coming that summer, I done the preseason with the first team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found I was sharp, I was quick, I was fit. And after it went kind of down, I don't really know why because I was still training, like, but in
Mm.
matches it just wasn't clicking. So they put me back with the under 23s just to get my games up. I was scoring every game, getting fitter. So I went back with the first team when the new manager came. And you know the
Mm.
caretaker for the because our manager got sacked, the old one.
Okay.
Yeah, so the caretaker was the under 23s manager. So he brought
Oh, so he knew all about you.
so he
Yeah.
brought me up.
Okay.
He benched me against then after I made my debut against Dulwich Hamlet
Yeah.
in front of 3,000 plus fans. First
Must have been
time.
amazing.
Yeah, it was crazy. When I was walking out to warm up, like the fans are getting rude, everything. I loved it. Like, it didn't phase me. Like I was
Oh.
walking. Yeah, I was playing. One
Mm.
one kid, he was about 8 years old. He was like, "Oh, it's okay. You're rubbish." I was like, "Whoa!" In front of his parents, I was thinking, is this football?" Like, but I was laughing anyway because I don't really
Mm.
get. I don't.
Mm.
Words is words, in it. So yeah,
Yeah, best
it was
it's
good.
just best us to think of, them silly little fans. But no, that's amazing, man. It's great to see that. We said at the start of the season that I see your clips on what you do, and I think you're a very
Mm.
terrific player, and I know you got a lot of potential to go on and do bits, and it's great to see that you've made that transition from the 23s into the first team. You got your first game against Dutch Hamlet, and you was on the bench the last game, innit?
Yeah.
He's on the bench the last game, so it's good to see that you're in there, you're in the
Mm.
bouts, and let's hopefully you can go on and kick on. So it's been a difficult start to the season for the team in general. To the first season, for the first team. I know you haven't been involved in all of the games. Been involved in the last two. Maybe
Yeah.
you're the good luck charm because the
Yeah. Yeah.
record at Dulwich at Hamlet, at Billericay, you've lost 5, drawn 1, and won 2, which is your last previous 2 games, which you've been involved in. So well, how do you see? You see 18th in the league. You've got 7 points from 8 games. How do you see it? And how do you think the season's gonna go?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go up. We're only if you check the table, it's not far from number one, so it's
Yeah.
still early doors. I feel like there's a good spirit in the team. Like everyone
Mm.
believes in each other. Everyone encourages each other. No one's like, "Oh, I'm better than everyone." Like everyone, like even the elders, they like the young players. Like they improve. They get
Mm.
onto you, but it's not personal. But so I feel like it's gonna be a good season. We're gonna climb up the table. And me personally, I just want to get as many games this season, and I still have my goal of 5 goals this season minimum. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to get as much minutes, get my name out there, probably progress next season
Yeah,
somewhere
that's
else.
good. That's good. That's good, man. And for me, like I know that Billy Ricky, I'll see a few bits and bobs about them, and I'm cheering and rooting for you guys, and hope you guys do get that promotion. And most importantly for you, I hope you get them 5 goals or more because terrific player. I hope you carry it and keep improving. Before we end the show, I'm going to ask you quick 5 questions about your team. Just a quick banter. So I know you haven't even been there for long, but in your little experience, I know you probably trained there for quite a while. Who's the funniest player you would say in the Billy Ricky first team?
I say Charlie Lee. Charlie Lee.
Yeah. What is he? The prankster?
Nah, he's just funny. I cut my hair. He came in like, oh, who are you? Who are you? I'm like, cut my hair. He's funny still.
Banter man, the
Everything.
banter man.
Good
Next
vibes,
one.
man.
Who's got the best swag? Who's got the best dresses?
I can't even say because everyone comes in kit, so I don't know.
Oh, everyone comes in kit, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. I'll give you that one. Little sly. So, little bit more interesting. Okay, what player do you look up to into the first team? What player do you look up to say, yeah, him, he's the one that
Yeah, I
he's
definitely
doing
look up
the
to
right
two
things.
players. I looked up to everyone, but the 2 more players I look up to Joe Felix. 'Cause I like the way he acts before a game. Like he just comes in, headphones on, don't talk to no one. On the game you see what he does. I message him when things are not going good. He messaged me things I can improve on, gives me tips. He's humble, and he's quite young as well. He's only like 22,
Okay.
so he's got experience. So therefore want to watch.
That's good. That's good, man. No, it's been great having you on the show for the roundup, Gabriel, man.
Yeah,
Literally, I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud. I'm so gassed that you're doing really, really well. Like, stay in touch. I know you're there on the socials, obviously commenting, liking all the posts. That's good. We're there watching you too. And yeah, man, keep up everything what you've been doing in the season. We're definitely gonna catch up to you throughout. Yeah, man. It's been great having you on.
yeah,
And
definitely.
yeah, we'll see you guys soon. So yeah, if you are the
Yeah,
next generation baller, let us know. Get involved. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Got anyone that you want to get on? If you guys want to come on, if you want to come on, have your opinion on the show, have your opinion about your team. If you want to rant, do whatever that pertains to football. Give us a shout. We're here. Are you the next generation baller? Are you?
are you?